Welcome. You are listening to Aftersight. This recording is intended solely for individuals who are blind or have low vision.
Thank you for joining us for Audiobook News, read from Audiophile Magazine. My name is Sarah. Today I thought we'd start off with some mystery and suspense title reviews. The Stolen Coast by Dwyer Murphy, read by Robert Petkoff. Robert Petkoff is the perfect narrator for this quirky heist novel. Despite his Harvard Law degree, Jack Betancourt is a people mover. When questionable people like mobsters, crooks, or others in dire straits need to disappear, Jack is their go-to guy. His ex-girlfriend, Elena, herself a shady operator, returns to Onset, Jack's tiny Massachusetts beach town, with a daring plan to break into a safe holding millions in diamonds and substitute fake diamonds for the real thing. Petkoff is so good that when Elena's plan hits a major stumbling block and the atmosphere grows ominous, he captures every nuance and subtlety of author Murphy's stylish writing. Well-defined characters, an attention-grabbing, highly original plot, and Petkoff's superb performance make this an audiobook not to miss. It's available from Penguin Audio, 7 hours long, unabridged. Trade edition digital download, ISBN 978-059-374-2242 for $17.50. Books on Tape has the library edition digital download, ISBN 978-059-374-2259 for $76. A Most Agreeable Murder by Julia Seals, read by Fiona Hampton. Narrator Fiona Hampton shines in this witty Regency mystery. A much sought-after bachelor suddenly keels over dead at an elegant ball. Beatrice Steele becomes intrigued. Beatrice, who has secretly followed the tabloid exploits of a famous detective, even sending him clues to solve his cases, begins a sub-rosa investigation of her own. Hampton uses her extensive range of voices to create the period and characters. Her portrayals of determined mothers hoping to arrange wealthy matches for their unmarried daughters are particularly amusing. She gives Detective Drake a dispassionate manner, but when he teams up with Beatrice, sparks fly. Echoes of Jane Austen and Agatha Christie resound in Julia Seals's tightly woven plot, while Hampton's delightful performance makes this a most agreeable murder indeed. It's available from Random House Audio, 9 hours long, unabridged. Trade edition digital download, ISBN 978-059-374-2884 for $20. Books on Tape has a library edition digital download, ISBN 978-059-374-2891 for $76. The Longmire Defense, Walt Longmire, Book 19, by Craig Johnson, read by George Guidall. George Guidall once again enchants listeners with his performance of the characters in this 19th audiobook in Craig Johnson's Longmire series. Guidall's rich, weathered tones perfectly convey Sheriff Walt Longmire. Guidall's voice is now synonymous with the character in the audiobooks. With deft skill, Guidall navigates shifts in rhythm, pitch, and accent, smoothly distinguishing characters of all ages and genders, even capturing Longmire as a child. The plot focuses on a 70-year-old crime involving Longmire's grandfather. For Walt, the crime dredges up their rocky relationship. Listeners learn more about Longmire's family history, Wyoming's government and financial structures, rules of law in the Wild West, and Longmire's current love life. In this captivating audiobook, Johnson's atmospheric storytelling and Guidall's masterful delivery engage from start to finish. It's available from Recorded Books at a length of 9.75 hours unabridged. Library edition CD, ISBN 978-1705023549 for $39.99. Also available as digital download and MP3. The Mistress of Bhatia House, Parveen Mystery, Book 4, by Sujata Masi, read by Sneha Mathan. Sneha Mathan's warm mid-range voice and sensitive character portraits enhance the pleasures of Sujata Massey's fourth mystery featuring Parveen Mistry, a female solicitor in 1920s Bombay. In this case, Mistry seeks justice for a wrongly accused servant while also investigating the crime for which the woman has been charged. Massey interweaves the complex story with details of life in British India and its many cultural tensions. Mathan's characterizations dramatize the stark societal differences of the time and place between servants and employers, men and women, British and Indian, Hindu, Muslim, and Parsi. And her beautifully enunciated narration enlivens and enriches the formality of Massey's writing style. It all adds up to an engrossing listen. It's available from Recorded Books, 14.75 hours long unabridged. Library Edition CD, ISBN 979-888-9566526 for $125.75. Also available as digital download or MP3. And now let's move on to science fiction and fantasy titles. Starting with Starling House by Alex E. Harrow, read by Natalie Nordus. Natalie Nordus narrates the story of Opal, who is living in the desolate town of Eden, home to the mysterious Starling Mansion. The old house appeared on the day that the writer-illustrator of a Gothic fantasy children's book, The Underland, Eleanor Starling, disappeared. Opal, who is providing for her brother, works for the current heir, Arthur Starling. Strange things are happening that involve them both. Nordus captures the angst and anger of Opal, who depends on her street smarts and tough attitude for survival. Likewise, Nordus conveys the loneliness and heartbreak of Arthur as he fights to protect those he loves from the evils of the mansion. Listeners will feel all the desperation and longing that make this story so engaging. It's available from Macmillan Audio, 12.5 hours long unabridged. Trade edition digital download, ISBN 978-125-0882783 for $26.99. Illuminations by T. Kingfisher, read by Raquel Beatty. Raquel Beatty's enchanting narration elevates this fantastical misadventure featuring the Mandolinis, a family of magical artists. Chaos abounds after 11-year-old Rosa Mandolini accidentally unleashes a vengeful little monster that could destroy her family's legacy. Beatty's voice perfectly emulates Rosa's youthful spirit as she conspires with Payne, a talking crow, to capture the monster. Beatty creatively portrays the guileful Payne with cause and a clipped, bird-like voice. Rosa eventually turns to her family for help, and Beatty showcases her versatility when voicing its intergenerational members. Each character's voice is distinct and taps into their eccentricities. Beatty's mirthful performance will make listeners of all ages feel like they are tucked in and listening to a talented storyteller impart a wondrous bedtime story. It's available from Tantor Media, 8 hours long unabridged. Trade edition digital download, ISBN 979-835-0821321 for $19.99. Library edition digital download, ISBN 979-835-0821338 for $47.95. The Fragile Threads of Power by V. E. Schwab, read by Marisa Kalin, Michael Kramer, and Kate Redding. Marisa Kalin, Michael Kramer, and Kate Redding narrate a fantasy set in the shades of magic world. 7 years have passed since the battle that almost destroyed everything, and a new conflict has arisen that once again spans all 4 Londons, red, grey, white, and black. Each narrator focuses on one primary plot thread, Kalin on Tess, a young woman with an unusual and extraordinary magical gift, Kramer on the Marash royal court and their friends and foes, and Redding on Kosika, the mysterious new ruler of White London. As the threads converge, all 3 narrators strive to remain as consistent as possible with each other's stylistic choices, creating a nearly flawless whole. It's available from Macmillan Audio, 21.5 hours long unabridged. Trade edition, digital download, ISBN 978-125-0902573 for $44.99, also available as CD. Where Peace is Lost by Valerie Valdez, read by Rebecca Mozo. A beautiful narration by Rebecca Mozo brings this new sci-fi offering to life. Kel Garda and her mates seek to find and destroy the long-dormant war machine that is suddenly devastating the peaceful planet of Loth, where Kel has found refuge in her anonymity. Mozo delivers individual tones and pitches for the various characters. Voices range from Kel's no-nonsense contralto to the sprightly young timbre of her non-binary companion, Luna. Mozo's tone and pacing work well with both exciting action scenes and emotional character development. With creative world-building, fascinating technological warriors, and a well-done narration, this book is sure to win hearts of science fiction fans. It's available from Harper Audio, 11.5 hours unabridged. Trade edition, digital download, ISBN 978-006-308-5954 for $27.99. Forged by Blood, Tainted Blood Duology, Book 1, by Ihibur Ekusun, read by Neko Okoye. Neko Okoye's talent for differentiating accents and timbres shines in this Nigerian-inspired fantasy audiobook. The magic-wielding Oluso are ruthlessly ruled by Viaje, who are without magic. Years after her mother's brutal murder, Demi in Oluso jumps at the opportunity for vengeance. Along with her best friend Colin, she kidnaps the Angardian prince, Jonas, and Adje, in the hope that bargaining for his life will save the Oluso people. Demi and other Oluso are portrayed with Nigerian accents, and the colonizing Angardians have English accents. Okoye captures a variety of dramatic situations as she depicts cunning villains, the heartbreaking sorrow of the Oluso, and the blossoming forbidden romance between Demi and the prince. A fascinating magical world with high appeal for young adult listeners. It's available from Harper Audio, 14.25 hours unabridged. Trade edition, digital download, ISBN 978-006-3112650 for $27.99. A Court of Frost and Starlight, A Court of Thorns and Roses, 3.1, by Sarah J. Maas, read by Melody Muse, Anthony Palmini, Colleen Delaney, John Vertullo, Amanda Forstrom, and a full cast. Talented voice actor Colleen Delaney uses a soft, melodic tone for the fourth installment of The Court of Thorns and Roses, which is set in the night court of a winter solstice. This quiet interlude between battles and political sparring is filled with magic, art, and light music that echoes the season of rebirth and renewal in snow. High Lady Fair, portrayed by Melody Muse, exudes passion for High Lord Rysand, her family, and those in her community who are recovering from war. Anthony Palmini's melodic tenor reflects Rysand's deep caring for his physically and emotionally scarred people. As Fair explores her city Villaris looking for gifts, she encounters a variety of citizens and artisans, each cleverly differentiated by the full cast and accompanying sound effects. It's available from Graphic Audio, 5.5 hours long. It's an audio program. Trade edition, digital download, ISBN 978-168-5085476 for $17.99. Also available as MP3. Cassiel's Servant, Kushiel's Legacy, Book 4, by Jacqueline Carey, read by Owen Finley. This audiobook, the fourth in the Kushiel's Legacy fantasy series, but the second chronologically, offers more than a retelling of Kushiel's Dart. This companion piece is narrated from Jocelyn's point of view. Narrator Owen Finley is a master of distinctive voices as he reintroduces listeners to Jocelyn, a warrior priest who is sworn to celibacy and dedicated to protecting Phaedra Nodelani, a servant. While occasional production hiccups and noticeable pauses may require some patience, even at increased listening speed, Finley's skills shine as he captures unique personalities, the complex political landscape, and Jocelyn's internal conflict. While this production is delightful as a standalone, listening to the original trilogy first is recommended for the most satisfying experience. It's available from Macmillan Audio, 22.5 hours long, unabridged. Trade edition digital download, ISBN 978-125-0901194 for $30.99. Prophet by Helen MacDonald and Sin Blaché, read by Jake Fairbrother, Ryan Ford Yosko, and Charlotte Davy. Jake Fairbrother, Ryan Ford Yosko, and Charlotte Davy share narrator duties. Rao, a former MI6 agent with an uncanny ability to know whether a person is telling the truth, and Adam, an American intelligence officer, are investigating a drug that materializes people's fondest memories, although it causes a psychic break with sometimes fatal consequences. Fairbrother takes the chapters focused on Rao, an addict whose main pastime is finding pleasure. Yosko narrates the chapters focused on straight-laced Adam, who is determined to keep Rao safe. As the story revolves around the two contrasting characters, Fairbrother and Yosko give nuanced performances. Charlotte Davy narrates the few chapters focused on the woman who is heading the investigation. It's available from Recorded Book, 17 hours long, unabridged. Library edition digital download, ISBN 978-170-509-6406 for $29.99. Also available as CD or MP3. And now let's check out some young adult titles. Those Pink Mountain Nights by Jen Ferguson, read by Julie Lumsden, Aaliyah Warbus, Kimberly Woods, and Sean Taylor Corbett. 4 talented narrators voice a compelling story of teenagers who find community over a tumultuous week in their Canadian town. Jessie is excited to start a new job at Pink Mountain Pizza. Narrator Aaliyah Warbus's husky voice captures her seemingly flippant but truly thoughtful nature. Sean Taylor Corbett voices her co-worker Cam's dialogue with light-hearted humor, but also reveals his pain over the loss of his cousin Kiki, a black Native American girl who has gone missing amid a series of disappearances. Berlin, a driven Métis student, pushes herself to succeed. Julie Lumsden conveys Berlin's struggles and fears. Kimberly Woods narrates poetic snippets of Kiki's journal entries with care. When the teens investigate a plan to sell Pink Mountain Pizza, they find much more than they expected. It's available from Harper Audio, 9.25 hours unabridged, recommended for ages 12 and up. Trade edition digital download, ISBN 978-006-3086241 for $27.99. Plan A by Deb Coletti, read by Georgina Marie. Georgina Marie narrates the contemporary first-person story of 16-year-old Ivy, flavoring her narration with a mild Texas accent. Stronger than the accent are the emotions Marie projects as a teen who's become pregnant in a town of megachurches. Ivy's shame and distress at unjust accusations are balanced by the wry humor peppered throughout the story. Marie presents Lorenzo, Ivy's steadying boyfriend, with a gravelly voice that makes him seem more solid as the two travel to Oregon for a legal abortion. En route, the pair see extraordinary sights and meet 4 women who counter the repressive texts and calls coming from Texas. The narration and writing give good dimension to the characters in a story that offers perspectives on women's choices, illustrating rather than preaching. It's available from Listening Library, 11.5 hours long, unabridged, recommended for ages 14 and up. Trade edition digital download, ISBN 978-059-374-6325 for $27.50. Library edition digital download, ISBN 978-059-374-6332 for $75. Harvest House by Cynthia Lettick Smith, read by Sean Taylor Corbett and Charlie Flight. Sean Taylor Corbett seamlessly narrates the majority of this novel with a masterful assist by Charlie Flight. Huey Wolf, an avid actor, is asked to help at a Halloween haunted house near the crossroads of his small Kansas town. Huey and a group of friends working around this area have begun to learn of odd happenings that are linked to a missing young Indigenous woman named Celeste. On Halloween, the haunted house and the spirits of the past collide. Taylor Corbett narrates the bulk of a book with outstanding tonal changes that keep the range of characters defined for listeners. Flight's ethereal narration shines with her portrayal of Celeste at the story's climax, a magical addition to Smith's young adult novels. It's available from Listening Library, 7.5 hours long, unabridged, recommended for ages 12 and up. Trade edition digital download, ISBN 978-059-367-8848 for $23. Library edition digital download, ISBN 978-059-367-8855 for $56. Impossible Escape, a true story of survival and heroism in Nazi Europe, by Steve Shankin, read by Rob Shapiro. Rob Shapiro balances a neutral tone and deep emotions as he recounts the horrific and sometimes miraculous experiences of Rudy and Gerta, two Jewish Slovakian teens who are trying to survive World War II. Shapiro captures the author's engaging writing style as he reveals Rudy's horrific experiences in Auschwitz and Gerta's secret activities as a member of a Slovakian underground. Shapiro creates edge-of-your-seat immediacy as Rudy escapes Auschwitz, determined to expose its realities, and when Gerta makes a quick, gut-wrenching decision to leave her mother behind when the two are captured. As always, Shankin weaves powerful details into a compelling story, and Shapiro's narration transforms it into absorbing audio. Politics and history come alive with poignancy when viewed through the lens of these courageous, impassioned youths. And narrator Rob Shapiro says, alternately terrifying and profoundly moving, it's a story that should be read, especially as the survivors are rapidly fading into history. I want my kids, all kids, to read it. It's available from Listening Library, 5.75 hours unabridged, recommended for ages 12 and up. Trade edition digital download, ISBN 978-059-386-3831 for $20. Library edition digital download, ISBN 978-059-386-3848 for $50. The Spirit Bares Its Teeth by Andrew Joseph White, read by Raphael Corkill. Raphael Corkill takes on this ghoulish version of Victorian London in which violet-eyed mediums commune with ghosts under the jurisdiction of the all-powerful male-led Royal Speaker Society. Silas Bell, who is transgender, would rather perform a hysterectomy on himself than be married off as a violet-eyed breeder, and he has studied enough of modern medicine to know how. Corkill is an applaudable and respectful choice to portray Silas. He sounds masculine as Silas sees himself when telling his story, yet feminine as the world sees him when speaking aloud. He also excels at the anxious inner rabbit voice that personifies Silas's fears and unnamed autism. Corkill can truly scare the listener with this audiobook's menacing authority figures, horrifyingly clear descriptions of surgery, and even sexual assault. It's available from Listening Library, 10.75 hours, unabridged, recommended for ages 14 and up. Trade edition digital download, ISBN 978-059-374-9104 for $27.50. Library edition digital download, ISBN 978-059-378-6239 for $63. And that's it for me today. Thank you for joining us for Audiobook News. My name is Sarah.
You're listening to Aftersight. Are you ready to embark on an extraordinary skiing adventure that transcends barriers? Let us introduce you to Foresight Ski Guides, a remarkable organization that provides world-class adaptive experiences for individuals with blindness or low vision. With a vision that transcends personal, societal, attitudinal, and physical barriers, Foresight aims to promote safety, fun, and independence while cultivating the unlimited potential of each participant. Through accessible and goal-oriented outdoor adaptive experiences, they prioritize core values such as safety, fun, health and fitness, confidence and independence, pursuit of excellence, integrity, dignity, respect, diversity, equity, and inclusion. Foresight Ski Guides ensures a safe and comfortable adventure, offering personalized itineraries, specially trained ski guides, top-of-the-line equipment, lift tickets, ground transportation, and lodging assistance. Their guides undergo intensive training, fostering camaraderie and focusing on the pleasures of skiing with a friend. Partnering with renowned resorts like Vail and Beaver Creek, Foresight Ski Guides delivers exceptional service and amenities. As a Colorado corporation with a tax-exempt nonprofit status under Section 501(b)(3) of the Internal Revenue Code, Foresight Ski Guides is committed to promoting accessibility and inclusivity in their unforgettable experiences. To learn more about their inspiring work and how you can get involved, visit their website at foresightskiguides.org or call them at 303-506-3859. That's 303-506-3859. Are you feeling excluded from important decisions about your loved one's care? The Boulder County Area Agency on Aging, in collaboration with the Alzheimer's Association, is here to help. They have some expert advice for you. First, remember that your presence matters. Spending quality time with your grandparent can combat feelings of loneliness and isolation. It provides emotional support and a sense of purpose for both of you. You can also help with household tasks like cleaning, organizing, or grocery shopping. This can alleviate some of the burden on other caregivers and give you a chance to bond with your grandparent. Consider engaging in activities like cooking together or baking their favorite recipes. If you're tech-savvy, assist your grandparent with digital devices and the internet. Setting up smartphones, tablets, or computers can help them stay connected and access online resources. You can also help them arrange transportation for social engagements or necessary appointments. Be an advocate for your grandparents' well-being. Keep an eye on their living environment, ensuring it remains safe and comfortable. Help them understand complicated instructions and manage medications. By being attentive, you can identify any unmet needs. Remember, you don't have to navigate this journey alone. Reach out to the Boulder County Area Agency on Aging at 303-441-1617 or visit bouldercountyhelp.org. That number again is 303-441-1617. They can provide valuable resources, including information on durable medical equipment, home modifications, and fall prevention strategies. To learn more about their services and educational opportunities, visit boco.org/caregiving. They are here to support you every step of the way.